What up, yo? How's it going? I'm Chillpill. Welcome back to some more Darkula killings. Except I think I'm Darkula in this one. I don't know. It's confusing. Ryder says I'm Lightula. That's a name. It is the opposite of Darkula. Lightula. Ratter is clever. Re. She even knows the phrase in Japanese now. She's bilingually clever. Chilms Bando. What's going on, Space? And I don't mean what's going on as in, like, what the hell's going on in the world right now. I mean, how are you? The world, or the country's on fire, but you know what? We're gonna just kind of forget about that right now, and we're just gonna kill some monsters, buddy. We're just gonna do that. That seems like a good thing to do right now. Hopefully the National Guard isn't deployed on my stream. It's all your fault. I mean, probably. But they haven't caught me yet. So that's on them. Anyways, let's get into some Darkula killings. Alright, let me know how the audio is, buddy, and let's get started with some Aria of Sorrow. Yeah, you can do the looking emoji all you want, but truth is, they haven't caught me yet, so fuck them. Now, where was I? Oh, I remember. Oh, now I really remember. I killed the thing. I got the bat power. And then I, like, uncovered a ton of the map. And then I got killed. Audio levels are good. Sweet. I'm gonna see... Oh, no, that's a bad idea. That was not a good idea. And I am gonna so fucking die now. That was a terrible idea. I thought maybe I could just use the bat to get through. Use the boost to get through! Did not work as planned. Here comes a random-ass quote. Quote number 154. Doing a 24-hour Bikini Glover stream. Whew. Wow. What the fuck? I said that all the way back in 2021? Oh my god. Are we old? Are we old? I feel like we might be old. Let's see if using the bat here is viable. Oh, you know what? Ah! Well, it was. Dude, okay, okay. Bat was actually very viable there. Now I gotta use some mind up and a high potion, and I think we can make it back. That was pretty good. Ah! Just gotta kind of juke the Valkyrie. Yeah! Fuck yeah! Look at us go. I'm a Tamagai as fuck over here. I'm not gonna get the other one though, because I remember it is an armor that isn't nearly as good as what isn't much better than what I've got on right now. What about that weapon though? Oh good. That's also not as good. With the rate at which the phrase "back in my day" unironically gets used in this chat, yeah, I think we're old men's. Whatever. Could be worse. We could be boomers. I still feel like our generation is different. You know? Like, I feel like our generation is the generation of, you know, shit sucks and we're in this together. Maybe I'm alone in that sentiment. Ah! Hey, Spec Podcast Series, what is going on, my guy Ty? How are you enjoying this Pride Month? I have my Pride shoes and have updated the board in the pharmacy to be rainbow and Pride flag colors. It's one of my favorite months because A, I support y'all in every way, and B, I just really like color and I love using the Pride flag colors in anything that I can. It's fun. Been very busy. Hell yeah. Do I have the... Ooh, I do. Hold on. You'll like these, Tyler. Hold on. Let me show you the... Jill, I think every generation probably thinks their generation is different. Yeah, but we're actually different. You know what? We're actually different. Hold on, let me show you the shoes that I have from Vans that I got a couple of years ago that I wear every June proudly. You-do-do. Here they is. I like them because it's not just like, you know, all the colors and everything, but these are actually like sewn in patchwork on the quilting and whatever, and I don't know. I like them a lot. They're one of my favorite pair to wear. Those are awesome. I like them a lot. They're kind of uncomfortable, but not enough. Like, I don't walk enough in my job for it to be, like, unbearable. So, I will wear them every June. And support everyone that is in the LGBTQ+ community any way that I can. But yeah, you've been really busy with going doing all your Twitch stuff. I've seen you go live a lot lately. So how has all that been going on? Doing a lot of interviews and stuff like that? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is the most I've seen you go live on Twitch in a long time. Ooh. Okay, where am I going? Where am I going? Okay, I think I'm going to the right of where I am, dropping down by the yellow square and then continuing on to the right. Looks like there's some areas to explore there. There's a lot of areas that open up now that I have the bat power, but yeah. Last week I had 5 streams. I was exhausted by Sunday. Dude, for real though. How long are your streams on average? I should say, how long are your podcast streams in particular? Because I know that you do a lot of, like, Pokemon-themed streams and whatnot, which can be variable. But you must have, like, a usual set amount of time that you do for a podcast stream. Podcasts I shoot between 1.5 to 2 hours on average. That sounds about right. And is your viewer base growing? They can go longer depending on how much folks have to say. Very true. Very, very true. So is your you getting good viewership on those streams? Probably are, considering that you're collabing with so many people. You've probably got a lot of people tuning in for stuff like that. I was a guest on Pride Stream Sunday, and we went for 3 hours. 3 hours. I don't know, it might be my age, but streaming for longer than 2 hours, I start to feel it. I really do. Oh, okay, yeah. We're usually scheduled for 3, but we take breaks and whatnot. But, it also depends on what we're doing. That's why I shoot for 2. And did you finish your grad school program? I don't remember. And if not, how is that going? And if so, what are your next steps, sir? Not yet, but I'm on my final manuscript. Nice. You're nearly there. Holy crap. It's kind of crazy that we first met you before you were even in your grad school program, and then we've been streaming this entire time that you've been in your grad school program, and now you're about to finish up. I submitted my second manuscript at the end of April. Dude, nice. Nice.
Nice.
Packs a deadly punch. What does this do? Burns people to a crisp. Dude! Yes! And actually, I think that is one of the demons, or one of the summons I need to get in order to get the true ending, so I'm glad I didn't have to grind for that. I've realized that I don't want to remain in academia. Just been jaded by it. Don't blame ya. Ratter also doesn't want to be in academia anymore, even though that was what she thought she wanted, but things changed in America in a big way, and completely don't blame her for not wanting to continue on the education route. I like these little naked muscular men. Their little shuffle walk. There's a running joke in the software dev community about academia. Do tell. Oh, it's this thing. Oh, it's this thing. It's in every Castlevania. Ever since Symphony of the Night, this creature has been a part of just every Castlevania. Legion. The bell curve of education level to competence peaks at about the bachelor's level, and from there, it's a steady decline. I decided long ago that if I were to ever do anything else, PhD level software devs are basically useless. If I were to do anything else, I would not do another college degree program to get a new job. I don't think that I want to go that route again, unless you know, degrees become affordable again, which it seems like they're going super the opposite way. I really don't want to go that route. And quite frankly, I think there are better things that I could do with my life that don't require another degree. So, yeah. Whoop. Whoop. Well, come on, buddy. I think in some careers a degree is really important, but in some careers it's just a status token with little to no reflection on your core competencies. See, that's how I feel about board certification in pharmacy, is like... It's a ticket to get an interview. That's it. I feel like somebody's skill set as a hospital institutional pharmacist in this instance is far more important for a job than whether or not they can take a single test well. Now, devil's advocate, the test is very difficult and does what's it called? Test your extensive knowledge of the field. But every single person that I've ever met who got board certification in any sort of pharmaceutical field or area of pharmacy says, I haven't used this thing for anything except for getting a either a pay increase, a job interview, or just stuff like that. And it really, really sucks that it's like you guys are gatekeeping jobs unless somebody has this certification, because you won't even give them the time of day unless they have it. But then when it comes time to actually utilizing what you work so hard to do with that certification, they're like, nah, you're just going to do what all the other pharmacists do. So I'm kind of jaded with extended education and alternative degrees and furthering your degree. Basically adding letters to your name for the sake of an interview has me super jaded with this kind of bullshit. Because that's all you're doing, is you're giving yourself more alphabet soup at the end of your name. I agree that applied college programs are generally better suited for software dev than more theoretical computer science degree. Yeah, see, I took applied sciences route, and I have never regretted it. I have never worked with PhD level dev who ever made me feel as though I was lacking in technical skills. I feel the same way about pharmacists with like their certification. board certification is like, are there things that they know that I don't? Yes. Do people rely on me just as much as them to get the job done that's asked of me? Yeah. So whether or not I know the ins and outs of ACE inhibitors doesn't make me any less valued than a person who does know the ins and outs, you know? I don't know. Maybe I just try to justify it. But it does make me feel better, honestly. But what makes me feel the most vindicated is hearing people who have done the degree, or the program, and are just like, I'm just gonna let it lapse. This was totally useless. High potion. Nice. Where are we? So we killed the Liege. Oh. You know what? We killed the boss. Let us go save, because that seems like the right thing to do right now. What have you been playing lately, Tyler? For streams or in free time? Free time. What's that? Yep, it's literally just status tokens. It's equivalent to badges in Pokemon game. Just some annoying bullshit they put in your way to keep you from walking through the big important door. Yeah, like literally, it does feel that way. Like you remember in, well, I guess it's multiple Pokemon, but you'll go to the Indigo Plateau in the first one, and you'll come up to a guard, and it'll be like, hold up, Chief. I need to see that Cascade badge. Oh, you do have one. Alright, you can keep going. But then it's like, you get to the next one, it's like, hold on, Chief. I need to see that Rainbow badge. I don't see it. No, you don't get to go fight the Elite Four. It really does feel like that in real life. Vast majority of my streams have been exploring Ace and Arrow Pride lately, but for the few streams I haven't been doing that, I was finishing Pokemon Platinum Egglock. Finally got that off my plate. Dude, nice. Pokemon Platinum is the one with Giratina, right? And Ratter!
Oh, shit! A rat!
I tried to start up the Pokemon Shining Pearl and I don't know, Dazzling Diamond. I don't remember what it's called on the Switch. And I got pretty bored of it pretty quick, so I went right to playing Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze on Switch instead, and have been 100%ing that and enjoying it so much more. It is. I've been losing hair rapidly the last month. I spent a year growing it out, and then life was like, you don't need hair. Well, shit. That sucks, but hey, maybe this is life telling you, shave your head, get a cool looking bald look going. I always said that about myself. If I started to lose my hair, I was not going to hold on to it, because I always felt like people doing comb-overs and whatever, it looked really, really cringe. And I would just shave it off, unless I could do something like, not Hims, some sort of hair transplant or whatever, if it got to that point. But I said that I would just shave my head completely bald. But really, I feel like the only reason why I was okay with that is because living in Texas, having a bald head feels really good 9/10 of the year. Me and Chill were blessed in that department, or cursed, depending on what time of year it is. I just buzzed mine off because it's way too hot. Yup. The most that I do now is try to get the sides down as much as possible, and then make the top to where I can just kind of mess with it, you know, like style it. I find doing like leave-in conditioner tends to make my hair less hot, I guess. I don't know. I'm actually surprised that you don't ever buzz your hair, Chill. I know the insulation them curls be doing. I used to. And then somebody came along in my life who got upset that I wouldn't cut my hair that short. Not naming names. But yeah, I used to do like a half on the sides and like a 2 on top. And it would just be really, really easy. I forbade him. Yeah, so now I try to Galamoth. Recognize places in which time has been stopped. Interesting. He must keep the curls! Yeah. So, the best that I can do is... curly. The best I can do is shave the sides down as much as I can. We did find a bit of seborrheic dermatitis that could be partly to blame, and perhaps a low vitamin B level, but we don't think it's the main cause. Yeah, when it comes to hair loss, unless it is hereditary, sometimes it's as easy as looking at stress levels and diet. I say easy, but it's only easy when you actually figure out what is causing the hair loss. So, yeah. I think stress is a big cause. Yeah, if you are at the tail end of your grad program and you're balancing your podcast and streaming, and I'm going to guess, bro, it might be stress. I bet you if you were to take a break from all of that for like a month or two, you would see some hair start to come back. It's only in cases where the hair loss is being caused by something specific, though, right? Yeah. Hair loss can be a multitude of factors, kind of culminating into one thing. But sometimes it really is just as easy as, like, there's a certain thing that I have been doing to myself or not doing for myself that is causing the hair loss. But the hereditary thing is pretty damning. Like, most of the time it's just genetics. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so we are done down here. Ha! 69.5. There we go. I don't know why I was so delayed. There we go. It was like loading giggity.mp3. The fact it appeared like overnight almost suggests it's environmental rather than genetics. That also is very sus, because if it did just appear in a single night and it hasn't been like an insidious thing, yeah, I think there might be something that you put on your head or unknowingly put on your head, or did that you don't normally do, like wear a hat or something. In cases like these, it really is just when you hear hoof beats, think horses, not zebras. So, who knows? Oh god, Triton. Triton Drew. I've seen some dudes go from conditioner to shoe shine just like that. True. There are always cases like that. Some people are just that unfortunate. And typically, you can tell if you're going to be cursed with it if your mother's father, your grandpa on your mother's side, had hair loss. So if that's the case, then maybe your time is up. Just maybe. When I was in grad school, I was shedding hair like crazy. It was surprising I didn't start looking like I was balding. I blame grad school indeed. I would be interested to hear if your issue changes after you finish up grad school. What kind of job are you looking to get after you finish up grad school, by the way, dude? You have your eyes set on anything yet? Armor of Water. Stronger against water attributed attacks. It raises my defense, but it lowers my intelligence by significant portion. I want it. Yay, stress and lack of sleep. And then another thing to consider is, I don't know if you're a coffee drinker or like someone who tends to abuse caffeine, but grad school is typically a time where people have to chug coffee nonstop, basically. Like you were talking about with the B vitamins, the more coffee you drink, which is a diuretic, the more you waste those B vitamins, because they become P vitamins, and your body can't utilize them to the full extent. So sometimes drinking a lot of coffee can waste the necessary nutrients to keep your head looking healthy. Nothing specific. There's been a bit of a downturn in the number of companies focusing on climate and environmental data analytics for obvious reasons, but that's been something to consider. Interesting you mentioned that. The hair loss did start around the time I started regularly making cold brew. That is truth. I always do B supplements with caffeine. Maybe try that. Maybe take Space's advice and if you are drinking a lot of coffee, just take you a B supplement and see if that makes a difference. See if that do a thing. Where am I going? Bat. Oh god. What is that? You guys see that, like, super fast moving thing that goes across the screen? I wonder if there's a thing that I get where I can, like, stop time and see what the hell that is. You'll be getting some B vitamin supplements for sure. It helps your nerves for sure, too. Ah! poison! Nah! Save room. Dude, nice. Where am I at? Where am I at? Oh, you know what? I could have explored more of that waterfall-y room. Because I have the bat power. See? That thing, the sparkly thing. What the hell is that? An electrolyte. Electrolyte drinks. Caffeine will lead you dry of all that shit. Then you'll be down on the floor. 'Tis true. Get Brondo, it has what plants crave. It's got electrolytes. Did I go that way? I've gone that way. Put that mandrake down. Whee! Ah! Well, I did not think that through. Ah, fuck. Merman just be walking. I'm over here trying to kill him and he's like, doop-a-doop-a-doop. The hell? A dryad? Or like a wet ad? Because it's in the water, you see. It's funny. Whatever is spawning does not look like apples. It just looks like straight up, like water balloons. Look at this shit. Okay, I know what to do here. But I gotta turn into a thing first to get by that waterfall. Okay, so where is it? Curly. I'm sorry, what? No? That's not right. Oh! Oh! It's magic, you know. Allows you to walk while underwater. It's magic, you know. Okay, this is what it needs. I need to be able to walk on water. Holy shit. All my unit tests are passing. I can take the night off! Woo! Here we go. Whee! Oh. Whee! The Eversing! Dude, fine suit of armor, guaranteed to last forever! And what is this? The Forbidden Area. Okay, let's go back to good creatures. Giant bat, and allows you to walk while underwater. Collected souls to increase strength. Triton. I'm gonna go Triton. Triton true. That joke will never get old. Ever. Do. Ah! Poop ghost. Mudman. Later, Mudman. But Beardman. Hey, Space. I saw a thumbnail with Gerard's face in it the other night about YouTubers after their career is done. I didn't actually watch it, but I was wondering, do you know what the hell happened with him? Have you followed that at all anymore? I got the Ancient Book 1. First spirit is a demon from the Hellfire. Oh, these things tell me which of the spirits I need. I believe I need, the Fire Demon, and Curly, and one other one. Give me just a second. I have to pee-pees. I will be right back. Hold up. As far as I know, he quit YouTube. I know that much. But, like, do we know if anything happened as far as, like, him stealing the money? Did he get reprimanded? What kind of fallout? I need the tea to be spilled. I need to know what happened. I'm so upset that he used to be a creator that I absolutely loved and admired, just to find out all of this stuff, and then, yeah. Anyways, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I've not heard anything else about the charity fraud, but usually these people get off scot-free. It feels like a lifetime ago when I would sit up late at night playing Dark Souls, watching Beard Bros and Game Grumps, dreaming up what the future would hold with no idea just how hard I was going to have to fight for it. On the bright side, at least Game Grumps never got outed on anything nefarious. Knock on fucking wood. Because while I don't watch them anymore, I would absolutely hate to find out that Aaron Hansen was doing something terrible. Gerard seemed like one of the nicest people, though, and I think that's what was so upsetting, was just like, he was one of the last YouTubers that I watched that I felt like would be outed for something like this. But you know what? Sometimes the nice ones are just the worst. And sometimes the worst ones are actually the good ones, the good wholesome ones. Fuck you, Dryad. Could you imagine if the entire time we were doughy-eyed 20-somethings sharing in this magical time, they were all just most nefarious people you could imagine? 2025 me could see it, but 2015 me would be like, no way! You know? I'd have a hard time believing that Danny has an evil bone in his body, right? No, Daniel Avidan, no way he would be a bad person. Ain't no way, bro. And then we come to find out that there's something. Let's see, Scola. Oh, there was just a fan that claimed that Danny was grooming her, and then it came to light that no, he in fact was not, and all the texts that she tried to bring up referencing it were after she was like 18 or something, and I don't know, it was this whole mess, but basically it came out that Danny was not a bad person, and in fact this chick was the asshole in this situation. So I feel like that was the only drama that ever came up about the Game Grumps, besides why did John actually leave? Are John's girlfriend and Aaron's wife still friends? Like, that drama felt like nothing compared to shit that we saw with Gerard. Oh yeah, Rubber Ross's wife cheated on him with what's his name? Pro Jared. Yeah, that was pretty messy, but at that point Rubber Ross really wasn't a part of the Game Grumps. He had gone and done his solo thing. He was still friends with them, but it's not like it was a... Yeah, it was something that happened to him, not necessarily... Yeah. John, turns out he actually is Epstein all along. I would have a hard time believing Danny has an evil bone in his body. Turns out he actually is Epstein all along. JonTron, on the other hand, is confirmed a massive piece of shit. Pro Jared was the only one from that era that really got the stink on him. Yep. I can't see the guy without just being like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch this video. And it really sucks too, because Normal Boots had just... Well, I guess if it wasn't the Pro Jared thing, this Gerard thing would have absolutely sunk Normal Boots, but... Mimic! Joy Use. Wow, it's Joy Useless. What's it called? Normal Boots had just, like, kind of rebranded themselves, but not really. Like, there were videos of theirs that I really liked to watch whenever they started to go really hard into that. Like, discussing which GameCube game was the best of all time and all that, and it was, like, PBG and Pro Jared and Gerard and who else? Other people that were in Normal Boots. And they would have all these videos of a roundtable discussion about which games were the best, and it was like, oh, this is a lot of fun. I enjoy this. And then the stuff came out about Pro Jared, and it was like, well, that just ruined all of this, and also they're not continuing with it, and I am upset on so many fronts. I was joking about the Epstein thing, by the way. Oh, I know. I don't think Danny has ever heard of Fly, which doesn't throw the first punch. And even if they do, Danny would be the one to turn the cheek, and then turn the other cheek, and then turn a third cheek, and then say, hey buddy, I'm running out of cheeks to turn, you want to stop? Before he actually did something. Daniel Avidan has, like you said, absolutely not a single mean bone in his body, which is why I, to this day, say that the JonTron era of Game Grumps was garbage compared to when Dan became a part of it. And Ratter has also expressed that if I had shown her Game Grumps with JonTron versus Dan, she probably would have not liked them either. Which is completely fair. Based Ratter. Fucking exactly. Yeah, like I was telling you a few years back, when you go back and watch JonTron, his shit did not age well. No, a lot of his stuff that wasn't his own channel, that was like heavily edited, didn't age very well. When it was JonTron off the cuff, he went way too edgy on a lot of his humor, and it just wasn't funny. And it aged absolutely poorly. I still like watching JonTron videos, like specifically the JonTron Show videos and his deep dives into like videos on the internet and like shit like that. I think he's still a funny guy, but he's one of those personalities that he can't actually think of a good joke that isn't edgy or off color on the fly. He's a very clever guy, and he can be very funny, but he has to be scripted funny. If he's going improv-wise, it's not too long before he starts to go like super blue collar on top of like borderline racist or actually racist. All that said, I do miss the age of the internet where people like JonTron could exist and nobody knew or cared, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, like you discovered them and you're like, nobody knows about this guy. He's hilarious. How does nobody know about this guy? Like, those were the personalities that made it so much fun to go to gaming conventions back in the day. Like, I still brag about this, and I will till it's no longer relevant and nobody knows who the hell I'm talking about. But I knew Matt Pat long before he was. I met Matt Pat long before he ever became popular, and it felt like a very genuine kind of thing to know somebody before they were famous. And it was fun. It was really cool. And it felt a lot more humble and whatever. Not only he's hilarious, but also he could never get greenlit. Yeah. I kind of feel that way about myself, honestly. Like, I know that I can say some off-colored things or whatever, and but ultimately my goal is not to, like, be an online personality. I just do this for fun. And I'm not looking for anything else, and I'm not looking for brand deals, and I feel like that lets me be a more organic, like, actual version of myself. And I don't feel like a lot of people get to do that, you know? So I like it this way, where a few of you know who Radder and I am, and if we ever got to be semi-popular to where we could, like, do merchandise and, like, shit like that, and do, like, panels or whatever, that'd be interesting, that'd be fun, but I, at this point, long ago abandoned that idea, and we just do this stuff for fun. But now the internet has to be pretty much sanitized the same way that TV does. Exactly. Everybody has to meet some executive somewhere's expectation for something, and it really does ruin the organic feel of shit like this. I got a handgun? What the fuck? And I do think the day is coming where AI will just be actively listening to everything you say, ready to shut off your streams if you say anything that doesn't conform to societal expectations. Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much. And I think that's going to be... I think that's going to be sooner than we all think, too. I am deeply concerned about the future. Well, I'm not deeply concerned. Wow, that is a lucky number. Look at that, 77.7. I'm not deeply concerned about the future of the internet, because quite frankly, I think the internet is just beyond repair at this point. And what we experienced in the 90s and 2000s can never be experienced again. And newer generations don't know what they're missing, but we do. And because of that, I don't go online and do anything anymore unless I have to. But like, we are quickly going to a society where everything is becoming samey, and now it's clearly, very clearly becoming samey because AI is a thing. And I think one of the saddest things about my son growing up is that he will have to be somebody that has to determine if a thing that he is seeing is computer-generated AI or legitimate. I hate that. I hate that about this world. The fact that we have to look at something and be like, oh my god, did you see that thing that the Republicans said or whatever on CNN and blah, 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 and it's like, no, that was fake. That politician, look at the number of fingers. Like, shit like that. It's like, you kind of have to just be a sleuth whenever you're watching something now to be like, why is that? Like, I saw this video of this guy realizing that there was a politician that was completely AI. And the thing that set him off to realizing that he was AI was the fact that the guy was wearing 2 lapel mics. And it was just like, but why? And that was the thing that he was just like, why is he doing that? Hold on. Wait. The pictures behind him don't actually have faces on them. Hold on. The books don't have titles on the spines. And it's crazy, like, he knew what to look for things that were AI generated, but the older generations don't know what to look for, and it's very sad that the newer generations have to look for these things to determine whether or not the thing is happening is real, or if somebody is generating it to get a rise out of people, you know? Like, that's insane. It's a crazy world we live in. It just sucks so much because for a brief period in time, we got to disconnect from the machine and experience the unfiltered human mind, and then venture capitalists caught us out. I remember that. That was Destiny. I watched it live. Is that not insane? Like, oh my god. It makes me so upset that the video looks legit, but you have to go over it with a fine-tooth comb to be like, oh my god, this guy doesn't actually exist. This isn't a real person, but we could have gone on living thinking that this was a real person. And I don't know. It's a scary world that we're going into, and I am still vehement about this. My one coworker who says that she grew up when she was a teenager when the internet became a thing, and how people were saying the exact same thing about the internet that they are about AI, and she's embracing AI to where, like, she's no longer thinking for herself. She's asking ChatGPT shit, which is exactly what I am afraid of people doing. But I digress. She believes that AI will become just like the new internet. But I keep telling her that while there are uses for it, the way that it is being utilized, you can't compare it to the birth of the internet. Yes, the internet took away jobs from people, I guess, because now you had online commerce and online options for things. But the thing that AI is taking away is creativity and people's ability to create things. Like, with the internet, you still had to, like, make a storefront and whatever for your shit, and you had to run your business and whatever. But now you just say, hey, ChatGPT, make a storefront for me. What should my business plan look like? And you don't actually think for yourself. It's a different thing. The thing that AI is taking away is us. Absolutely. It takes away the humanity side of the online presence that we have, and now offline as well. And he was looking into the guy, a random ass account was created and instantly started sharing AI generated documents in his stream chat. Yeah, that Destiny stream's fucking insane. But yeah, my stance is AI is a good tool, but the way that it is being implemented and the fact that it's not being regulated is scary as shit. Because people don't realize just how quickly this stuff is going to overtake our lives. I am tired of living in interesting times space. I am very, very tired of living in interesting times. I want to go to mundane times where nothing is going on, and we have to, like, make up drama for ourselves, instead of actually, like, being traumatized by AI and the President of the United States on a daily basis. I was watching Seth Meyers' Closer Look last night, his latest one, and he made the comment that we found out through a very reputable source, Elon Musk, someone who has been super fucking close to the president, that Trump was in the Epstein files. And because of all the stuff that's been going on, it's only been 4 days, but people have already moved on from that fucking thing. And it's just, it blows my mind just how quickly news becomes old news now, you know? Like, what the fuck? Back in the day, that tweet that Elon did would have been news for like 2 months. Now it's barely news for a couple of days. I'm tired of this shit. I remember back in the day when Republicans got upset about Obama wearing the tan suit for months. For fucking months. Things move so fast now. It's just like, nah. On to the next thing. Forget about this thing. It's about this thing now. It's crazy. Life is moving too fast. Hey, you told me not to talk about politics now. Look at you. I know. Couple beers in me and look what happens. You're right. I'll dial it back in. But yeah. AI definitely needs to be regulated. It absolutely needs to be regulated. It being a tool. Yeah, as Ratter said, just a quick aside because it's kind of hard to untangle it from politics, but the big beautiful bill, I hate that name, says that it will not be regulated for at least 10 years or something like that. That's nuts. I don't think it needs to be regulated. I think everything AI spits out should be public domain and illegal to sell for profit. That too. Using AI, like everything that is generated by AI needs to have some sort of watermark or some sort of like coding in the image or video or whatever that cannot be removed at all, so that you can open like the information on the image and see just like a phrase that says generated by AI or whatever like that, you know? Like it should be in the coding, like a tattoo on anything that is AI generated. Making that kind of rule is regulation. Not even watermark, just a flat rule that you cannot generate something with AI and then go sell it. Just like you can't burn a DVD and go sell it. It's regulation for the market, not the tech. Yeah. True. Third Spirit is a beautiful nightmare. Hold on. I need to look at this really quick. Because I know that I have one of the spirits. Okay, you need the succubus soul, the flame demon soul, and the bat soul. Do I have the succubus soul? I do not. I know where succubus is, but apparently I need flame demon, giant bat, and succubus to get the best ending. Okay. You don't need to put watermarks on everything. A DVD burning software spits out. You just make the penalty from using that tech for profit so high nobody will abuse it. Yeah, lots of technologies like this, and it never has been a problem in the past, but venture capitalists are so damn bloodlusted over AI because they think it'll make them kings. Yeah, see, the thing is, like, I think the thing that makes it grossest is the fact that people are so ready to replace actual human beings and their creative prowess and ability with something as easy as, like, typing in a prompt to ChatGPT. That it feels very dystopic. I can't remember who said it. It might have been just like a random TikTok, but it was like, I wanted AI to become a thing to do my laundry and dishes so that I could create art, not AI to create art so I can do laundry and dishes. It's very true. Very true. Got that fish head. Giant worm. A rune ring. What does that do? Increases the rate at which MP is restored. I kind of like that. Let's do that. Let us do that. Space, did you see anything from the Summer Games Fest that interested you? I saw some games, I can't remember offhand, but I know that I saw some games that I'm like, oh, cool. One thing that you might be interested in is they are officially making, Osafune. They are officially making Resident Evil 9, and it looks like we're going to have a new protagonist. Somebody, if I understand correctly, it's supposed to be a descendant of the Ashcroft family. What a deep cut. The fucking Ashcroft family from Resident Evil Code Veronica. When is the Shire game coming out again? Good question. I want to say relatively soon. Tales of the Shire. Tales of the Shire release date is Tuesday, July 29th, 2025. And will be available on PC, Nintendo Switch, PS5, Xbox Series X, and Netflix. So the end of July. Yeah, Netflix. Nobody plays Netflix games. I don't know, I just don't like super dark tone, just like... I don't like the super dark tone, just like Resi 8, it feels like it's trying to play itself off as being extremely serious. Okay, I know you don't like the super dark tone, but now I need you to look up the, trailer, the most recent trailer for Silent Hill F. That shit looks like Silent Hill cross Fatal Frame, and it looks so fucking good. I am beyond stoked. I think that's one of the most anticipated games I have this year. It looks so goddamn good. It apparently takes place in 1960s Japan. But goddamn, does it look amazing. Let me see. I think I'm just going to keep on going this way. There's a new game that looks like it's supposed to be a spiritual successor to... what is it? Dead Space? That looks really, really good. Yep, Silent Hill is probably helped more by having the higher fidelity graphics. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a game that Bloober Team is making that looks a lot like a spiritual successor to Dead Space, and that one also has me excited. There's a lot of indie slop coming out, and unfortunately, it seems that there's a bunch of Souls-likes coming out that are really muddying the genre to where it's like, I don't even want to play any of these. This is bullshit. Wait, you're not talking about Callisto Protocol? No. This is completely different. What was it called? Hold on. Ooh, felt that boxing is a spiritual successor to Punch-Out that actually looks really fun, by the way. And it features puppets. The Lies of P DLC is available. That's pretty fucking cool. There's a game called Fractured Blooms that is described as Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill, which sounds interesting. Mina the Hollower is a game by the devs that brought us Hollow Knight. And this one plays a lot like Link's Awakening. That's pretty cool. There's a new Scott Pilgrim coming out. Ill seems interesting. Where is it? Resident Evil 9. Oh, they announced Moonlighter 2? Really? Damn. I would have to go through all this. That game looks pretty tight. It felt like boxing actually looks as good as it does on the trailer. It should be damn good. Not sure if the trailer was actual game. No. At the beginning it said that it was all captured in-game footage. So that's what's got me excited, is it looks like what we're seeing is actually what we're gonna get. Yeah, they always say that, but maybe it is. That is very true. It will say that, but it's kind of like an asterisk where it's like some of this is actually in-game footage. And by saying that it was in-game footage is not a lie, it's just not all of it was in-game footage. I could not find the name of it. But, it does exist. I'm going to have to find it after the stream. So I thought I saw it. I thought it was the Chronos thing, but it turns out Chronos is an MMORPG. So I don't think that's it. The little boy scare trinket, or what was that? Oh. I'm gonna go sell some of the items that I picked up. Really no point into holding on to all of it. See the word spiritual successor to Dead Space, that's got baggage behind it. Yep. For sure. I've got the Claims Slice, Eversing, and Rune Ring. Welcome back! Let's sell. That. Keep that. Okay, and what can we buy from you? I want some high potions. Want some high mind up. Do you have anything that outdoes the equipment that I have? War fatigues? No. No. Crimson Cloak. Only raises everything by 1. You have nothing.
Okay.
Oh, Soma. I wonder if Yoko will be alright. Do you know Yoko? Yes. She's been coming to my house since I was very young. Because I'm an only child, she's been like a big sister to me. I see. Did Arikado bring her here? Yes, he did. Then I'm sure she's okay. He said not to worry about her. He was confident he could save her. That's why he brought her here. If you say she'll be fine, I believe you. I know this is tough for you, but hang in there. Okay, leave it to me. She appears to be asleep. Two I'm really anticipating are Elder Scrolls 6 and the Alien Isolation sequel. I'm not optimistic for either of those, but I would like to see just how it all works out. Overwhelming odds are that they'll be a shell of the games that came before them. Maybe. But also, they might be really fucking good. You never know until it comes out. Which is unfortunate. Because when you see the track record that Bethesda is running with, you kind of know. You never know, but yeah, you kind of know. Basically. You never know. But you do. But you really do. Alright, I am going to quickly grind for the succubus soul so that I have all the souls for the true ending. Which shouldn't take that long. Since all I gotta do is go over here and go into this one specific room over and over. I still gotta break down and download Oblivion. Was going to do that last weekend, but there was a riot on TV. That's all the entertainment you need! It's weird that we are living to see another LA riot. Last one was from the, what's it called? O.J. Simpson trials back in the 80s. And now we're about to have another LA riot in the history books. Is that not crazy? Fuck. Come here. God damn succubus. Well, I got Lilith. That's not really the one I was going for, though. Give me your spirit! Oh, it's nowhere close to the actual LA riot. I don't give a fuck what the right-wing dipshits say. Can you imagine what the administration would do if people actually started burning buildings to the ground? They declare martial law. They've essentially done just, like, short of that. This is just the beginning, though. We'll see how things develop. Apparently there have been riots here in Texas that people have been having to protest. Yeah, there have been protests in Texas that have been making news stories. There we go. Absorb enemies' HP when an ordinary attack is delivered. So yeah, they're starting to go nationwide. You gotta have some balls to do pro-immigrant riots in Texas. Yeah. Okay, so we have Succubus. Let's continue exploring the castle. Fuck you, Were-Tiger. Level up! Okay, we are prepared for the true ending of this game. Nice. The protests have been overwhelmingly peaceful, except for the police, who have been recorded literally shooting news reporters on purpose. Dude, yeah! Oh my god, the Australian news reporter that, like, the camera pans and you see the dude just literally aiming the gun at her. I lost it. I was just like, this is... You can't say that this is peaceful at this point. You're not supposed to hurt reporters, and then you're clearly just aiming directly at her. What the fuck? And trampling civilians with horses, then grabbing them when they try to run away, throwing them down, and trampling them again. This is what happens to the bullies in high school that can't figure out what to do with their lives. They just gotta find other ways to push people around. It's all about the power trip. Now let's see. There's still some of this area that I can explore. And at the very least, I want to save now that I have the succubus power. Ow. Ow. Fucking ow. Straight up and left. I love this sword. Damn it. Ah, damn it. The news media have been so incredibly careful not to implicate any police officers, but then they have to go and find some police less lethal ammo lying on the ground and claim it's the protesters. These rubber bullets? Yeah, these totally belong to the people that are protesting. Easily understandable. It is what it is. Oh, okay. That was nauseating. Picked up the rubber bullets and said, "These appear to be some type of explosives the protesters are shooting at the police." I shit you not. Yep. I wouldn't believe it. Or, I wouldn't doubt it. I've seen such claims on certain quote-unquote news channels. Crazy times we're living in. So I don't know what I wasn't able to do over here. But it looks like I haven't explored this area yet. Ow. There's nothing over here. Did one better in his speech today. He said the protesters were making concrete bombs. What? Okay. I don't know. Sounds like something that Mr. Catheter would bring up. Catheter make trips on stairs. There is a picture of him at a recent White House get-together, and it is clear through his pants that he has a Foley catheter in place. It's clearly visible through his pant leg, and somebody posted a picture of what a Foley catheter looks like and how it's placed, and it's like, no, yeah, that's what that is. So he's not even at the point of wearing diapers anymore. Pitch black suit. What? Yes, exactly. He's gotten to the point where in his old age he can't even utilize diapers. He's so incontinent. I don't think we've ever had a president like that, honestly. Like, we've had some presidents with disorders before, but I think the last one that actually had a catheter was FDR. And he had an excuse. He had to. If he was a paraplegic, he had to have had a catheter. Right. I'm pretty sure he was still catheterized. Not paraplegic, had polio, but sometimes it's not necessarily about not being able to control bladder, but also your ability to get to a bathroom and all that. More dimension addled than Biden, but his baseline is so much more unhinged that people barely notice. Yeah, exactly. That's the most damning thing. It's like, it's not even like he has more dementia than this other guy. It's that we don't know what his true baseline actually was, so we assume that this is just his normal, and they're able to pass that off. believably so, because quite honestly, I'd believe that this is just him being him, having seen him in his first term. So we're gonna save, and then I think go up to the top there. I've explored a lot of this castle. Ow. Why does this save look so much like Mary? You know? It just looks very biblical. I wholeheartedly believe that, provided he's still alive and kicking, he'll have a third term. Well, yeah, I mean, that's how dictators work. Yeah, my concern is that he isn't going to live to see a third term, but he has set up the groundwork to where whoever follows him can have 3 terms in a row, if not more. Yeah, you know, it is kind of funny, because we're only thinking of these 3 terms in terms of like, oh, that's scary, I don't want a person in charge of the US for 12 years. But when you have someone who does a lot of good behind the wheel, like FDR, who is the reason why they set up the term limit to 2, 12 years of a good captain is 12 very good years. So, yeah, that doesn't give the other people a chance to, like, have their side represented or whatever, but, like, you can't get upset when the person who is running the show for that long actually has the every person, lives in mind and does the best for everybody in America, you know? So it's not a bad idea inherently, but it's a terrible idea when you consider who could have 3 terms. So yeah, it really is a case of like, well, it's bad when we consider the way things are now, but if we had somebody good, oh shit. In order to get over there, you know what? I wonder what happens if I go over here, because it doesn't look like I've been over there yet. I'm so goddamn powerful. Oh, did you hear about the bill they're trying to push through that allows Trump to run against, but not Biden? Sorry, I mean, not Obama. Yes, they can't get mad because they don't want the best for the people. Specifically worded in such that Trump could run against, but Obama... Yeah, because he didn't serve consecutive terms. Aren't they trying to say it? Yes, it's specifically if you have not served 2 consecutive terms, you can run for another one. It's so fucking stupid. Oh, that's why. I have to go to the other side to get the ball to move. Okay. If you get elected but then lose re-election, but then get elected again, you can run for a 3rd term. Like, yeah, okay, boomer. Yeah, the Trump but not Obama bill amendment, whatever. You know what I thought about the other day when Ratter was streaming was, it'd be interesting to just, like, download and have all of our streams available on, like, some external hard drives, and then when Cal is old enough, give them to Cal to see what mom and dad were like in their 20s and 30s. Because not only is it an interesting, like, not only is it an interesting, like, look at mom and dad, but also just, like conversations that we're having right now where it's like, these things that are undoubtedly going to be taught in school for future generations, we are talking about as they are actually happening. And it's kind of interesting to get, like, just the every person view on it. Don't use a hard drive. Use a RAID server. Discs don't last forever. Do servers go down, though, don't they? Like, what is a RAID server and how is it better than, like, a hard or external hard drive? I'll link you one. Gotcha. What is the benefit to using that versus external hard drive? RAID servers are specifically designed for preserving data. How so? Like, summons and summons and hurls eagles. What a fucking summon! Hold on. I gotta actually equip that. Where is it? Oh my god, it does! It summons fucking eagles. That's great. Okay, Flame Dragon. Too strong for you, Manticore. Basically, your data is backed up to multiple disks, but you just copy it onto a server once. When one of the drivers starts to go back, the server will let you know. You can even configure it to send you an email when that happens. Interesting. How much data are you able to store is, I guess, my question. You just swap out the bad disk and all your data is still preserved. This Bikini Bottom one was pretty good. Double IPA infused with pineapple. It was pretty good. You can store as much data as you can imagine. This is how every big company backs up their data. Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe we do that. Did you make his macaroni and whatever in chicken stock? Does he like it? Has he actually eaten it, though? Because, like, I found out that he didn't start gobbling it down, and he first started throwing it on the ground until he actually tried some. Strange. The little boy is in a stage right now where he just throws food on the ground without actually even trying it. There are certain foods that it's clear that he doesn't really like. Like, I guess, eggs, for one thing. But other things he just throws on the ground without ever actually trying it first. And then he'll realize after giving it a nibble, oh, this is actually really good. And it's really frustrating to feed him because some of the things, like fruit, are a really easy thing for him to actually eat, and he'll just, without hesitation, shove it in his mouth. However, other things, like meat or noodles or whatever, he'll just kind of like immediately throw on the ground without trying. And then he'll try it and be like, oh, you know what? Actually, this is really good. And then can't get enough of it. And so feeding him right now is frustrating. Oh, wow. Oh, that's right, I have too many. I'm so strong! Fuck you, dead warrior! I got sidetracked for a while. How's it going? Pretty good! We're at 85.9% of Castle Discovery. Fruit. His teething crackers and banana bread are the only reliable foods lately. I'm not gonna lie. He kinda has his dad's palate. I admittedly love sweet things, and things like fruit and stuff like that were things that I was definitely more prone to eating when I was a baby. I don't know about you. It might just be a baby thing. That's why you gotta trick them into eating the other stuff. I'm just kind of jealous that his generation gets to have things like Brussels sprouts that are genetically altered to where the gross taste that our generation grew up with isn't a thing anymore and actually tastes really good compared to what we were forced to eat as children. It's crazy to think that they were just like, oh, here's a gene that actually makes us taste like asshole. Let's get rid of that. Okay, neat. It tastes good and people want to eat it now. Okay, that's done. Onward. Okay, this is where we get to explore a little bit. Down here. Fuck you, Kicker Skeleton. What a character name. I sent y'all some Amazon links on Discord. Thanks, dude. I will look into that because we know that we're not going to do this YouTube thing forever, but to actually download all the things and preserve them for later is going to take so much memory. I would love to have it just all in one place like that. Apparently a wildfire has broken out about 30 miles north of my hometown in British Columbia. Holy shit. Well, I hope people are okay. That's crazy. Okay. Is it a big wildfire? I really don't know where to go. I feel like I'm just kind of completing the map now. I've got all the souls that it wants me to get, like, the true ending. But I've got, like, god weapons and whatnot. Not huge as of yet. But they declared a local state of emergency because it's so close to town. That makes sense. Well, hopefully y'all's fire department is able to put it out before it becomes a bigger issue. Okay. I think what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna fill this bitch out, you know? I guess that's all we can do. We've got some of the best armor, we've got some of the best weapons, we've got some of the best souls. Like right now, we're at 88% of the castle discovered. It's got to be... I don't know if there are any other bosses to discover, but also I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go. Won't impact me here in Ontario, but I'm told my folks back home about it. They were unaware. Well, I guess that's good and bad. It's good that it's not so imminent that your parents are aware of it, but it's bad that it's close enough to their area that it could impact them at any time. So here's hoping that it doesn't become a bigger issue that actually affects your parents. But good on you letting them know that there's some shit going down. I swear, wildfires have become a lot more rampant in recent years. And I am convinced that storms here in Texas have gotten significantly worse over the years. I feel like every time we actually have a thunderstorm come through, it's like one of those storms that's like, oh my god, you better make sure that you're inside because the wind is 80 miles per hour and it's just going to absolutely fuck you up. Like, I feel like there was a time where thunderstorms would come through and it'd be like, oh wow, that's one hell of a storm, huh? And that was it. But now it just feels like all the storms that we get are like, well, there goes the neighbor's fences and whatnot. All the weather is getting more extreme. Texas already had extreme weather, and now it just feels way worse. Yup. And it feels... I don't want to say it feels nice, but it feels like, well, at least other people are experiencing what we're experiencing when there's crazy weather in other parts of the world too in recent years. Like, I don't want to say it's good, but it's like, at least we're not the only ones who have to suffer through this, you know? It really... I feel like it sounds selfish. But really, it's just, in another light, could be seen as, like, building camaraderie of, like, wow, y'all have shit like that happening in Italy, too, huh? Well, that's crazy. What's it like over there whenever you have a thunderstorm, you know? Like, it feels like it builds camaraderie, but also it really is just a... bigger picture, holy shit, our climate is kind of fucked up right now, isn't it? That's not good. It's almost like we've been warned about this for our entire lives, and then we consistently appointed people to positions of power who openly mock the idea. In America, at least. Europe and Canada, I feel like, have been a lot more open to the idea of climate change and shift and all that. But America is definitely the one that's like fingers in the ears. La la la, it's fine. Winters have always been this cold. Summers have always been this hot. Storms have always been this extreme. It just... I feel like a lot of stuff that America is doing in general is kind of like fingers in the ears. It can't be as bad as you're saying because I say it can't be. You know? High potion, thank you. Let's be honest, America is the main culprit for man-made global warming. No. Let's not forget China. China also has a very heavy hand in that reason for climate shift. But America is second for why we are in the position that we are. But let's not forget that it's not just America. I mean, we haven't done a ton to actually deal with it here. Here are some provinces like British Columbia are better than others, but Canada is way off its targets. Oh, I know. That's why I'm bringing it up, is anything that Tyler has to say about this would be very enlightening and interesting. Redder says, don't forget that while you're talking about this, you're talking to Mr. Climate Change himself, and it's like, oh yeah, no. That's why I continue talking about it, is anything that Tyler has to say about this, I feel like he is definitely going to shed some interesting light on the subject. Look at it this way, at least we raised shareholder value exponentially year after year. That's the most important thing, right? And even then, it's not enough for them! Like, look at video games. Games that did really, really good weren't even good enough for the shareholders, so what do? They let go all the devs who made the game because the shares didn't go up high enough in the stock market. That's the world we're living in. You can do everything right, but you didn't do it right enough for the people that want to make money. And because of that, you no longer have a job. Should have done better. What are you gonna do for me the next year, they say. Yeah, exactly. I gotta... What, you want me to work my ass off to reverse all of this and, like, stop emitting such terrible carbon emissions and whatever? Yeah, but, like, what's in it for me? Fuck. Is your great-grandchildren having a planet that they can live on for their entire life not good enough for you? No, they don't make me money. He is chowing the meaty strip and fries, of course. Later, bitch. I got Satan's ring. Hold on, let's equip this really quick. Holy shit, Satan himself wore this ring. Yeah, I think we're gonna wear that. That's fucking sick as hell. I found a ring that you told me that Satan wore himself in real life. I would have to think twice about not putting it on. It's fucking sick. Ow. Later. The system itself is designed to ensure that those who exploit with black-hearted indifference always reap the greatest rewards. God, I really hope all the stuff that Jesus said about the camel going through the eye of the needle is actually true and not just conjecture. Like, my God. There's got to be some sort of ramification for these people that are absolutely raping the planet. There's gotta be. No. Oh, this seems to be leading me somewhere. These things are lighting up. Ooh! Ooh! We're opening so much up of this castle. There we go. We opened it up. Look at us go. There has to be a save point around here. There we go. Good. Because I have to go pee-pees again. So this is going to be our last break until... Wow, 93%. Holy shit. How close are we to beating this game? Dracula X is not going to take more than one stream. I'm going to say that right now. That's the last one in this collection. Dracula X is not going to take an entire stream. So even if we don't get to fighting Dracula this stream, I think we could still beat Dracula and then do Dracula X. Anyways, I will be right back. Give me a second. Alright. Back to it. Had to be nearing the end of the game if, we're this far along in the castle completion, right? Got a mana prism. Thank you. I don't want to go in there. That seems very final bossy kind of shit. Ah. It's the quintessential steps to Dracula. Yep, totally. Let's see, what is this? The Kaladbolg. Sword of Darkness. Looks like shit. Okay. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. Alright, there we go. Another red minotaur. Still got a little bit of... Ah, damn it. Okay. I am going to use a couple of mind ups and get up here. Did I clear it out? I did. Way to go. But it looks like... Oh, there we go. Still have this. .95% of the castle. Gotti. Now, what's down here? Oh, come on. Oh, come on! Well, time for a super potion. Wow, this golem is no joke. Lamau, he told your ass. He certainly did. He just keeps kicking rocks at me. Wow, I better get like buku experience points from killing this dude. Kicking concrete bombs. Nice. So conceited. You just want him to say your name. Oh. It's because your son is a troll. Fuck it. Perform a high jump. In lid jump? What? The hippogriff. Why would I need to perform a high jump if I can just fly? Unless I wasn't supposed to be here this late. Okay. Whoop. Let's go ahead and save. And I guess we should try and cover those other areas on the map that are still grayed out. Can't get the one on the top there. Pretty sure the one on the very top there is endgame. I think I got something on the left there, in the middle there, and then on the right. And I think that's it. Besides going up to the boss room, I think that's it. Okay, so let's start treading back to the warp. Say Ratter! Say Ratter! Yeah, what the hell? He's only saying Mama. He's not saying Ratter. That's not your name. Okay, let's go over here first. So I got a Keychron keyboard the other day. This thing has changed my life, dude. What is a Keychron keyboard, and how is it life-changing? I take it it's a mechanical keyboard, but, like, what about it is different than what you have been using? I gotta say, I love using a mechanical keyboard at work because it makes work more interesting when your keyboard just isn't like the generic, like, keyboard bullshit that they give you to work with. And I like that it's personal, and I like that I can do shit with it, like change the color of the keys and all that. People are always like, "Oh my god, where did you get that keyboard? Did so-and-so give it to you?" It's like, no, I brought it from home. Company ain't gonna give me this shit. This shit's too cool. It costs more than $5. It's a mechanical keyboard. It's got a Gatron double rail magnetic switches, and the action is buttery smooth. How are the actual key pushes? Are they loud and clacky, or quiet and like clicky, or however you want to describe it? Okay, I must need to go through like a wall on the other side. Save here. I love this big ass sword. It's gotta be around here. There's gotta be something around here that I can break. Unless... Oh, you know what? Oh, I think I know it. I think I know it! Oh, I'm gonna come! Oh! Oh, ghost dancer. I think I know it. I think it's actually this. Yep. There we go. This area is now filled up. Chill, break stuff. I'm trying, and I succeeded. What else do you want me to do, Tyler? I hope I made you proud, Papa. Ah! Oh, nice. Ow. And I fell way down there. God damn it. Oh, god damn it. I'm not even supposed to be up here. Ah, I'm so dumb. Ah, dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Those guys are so dumb. Up some more. So apparently there's a Ninja Turtles game that's like a turn-based RPG kind of thing that's come out recently that's actually kind of good. Don't know if you've heard about it, Space, but yeah. Tactical something or other. You're fighting Shredder's daughter because Shredder and Splinter are dead. Apparently it's pretty fucking good. Yeah, I would look it up. It sounds actually pretty fucking good. You can adjust the actuation... it's hard to describe. There's a special sound that's really nice keyboard makes that's not really clacky, but it's very satisfying kind of rapport. And you can adjust the actuation point, so you can go on their website and have a dashboard where you can customize things like the amount that they have to depress the keys before they register. It's crazy how much you can customize on these things. Sounds like it. It sounds way more in depth than what I would do normally with a keyboard, but also I don't necessarily need to use a keyboard as much as you do, so it would make sense that you would want to get the best of the best in your line of work. Where I need to go, I need to go up one more. Fuck up that curly. Fuck up that curly. This is where I fought that weird head hunter dude. I'm gonna go over. I can save really quick and refill my shit. Durga. And over here. Huh. Okay. Oh, that must have been that timey-wimey bullshit thing that I found. Yeah, I got their keyboards like crazy. The advantage with this one is I can replace the keys as needed, and there's a huge community around customizing them, so they make things super easy. Nice. Fuck you, Persephone. And Ancient Book number 2. Let's take a look. Second spirit is the King of Bats. So then that area is complete. Okay. Then I need to go back to that area. And I think that's it. Damn, space. Probably spend not shy of 16 hours a day, most days typing, so I burn out a keyboard in no time. You know what I do more than the average person does, probably, at my job? When it comes to using a computer? How often do you guys use the function keys? Because I have to use the function keys for literally anything I do with our computer doctor order prescription entry. When I worked with data entry, I ended up with severe wrist pain after 8 to 9 hours per day for a couple of years. Yeah, how are your wrists holding up, Space? Like, for real. I also use DOS system, right? Yes. I rarely use the function keys. In order, my enter is F12. Yeah, we use Meditech, which is a DOS-based system. So I literally have to use function keys for any little thing that I do. F4 is the pre-entered text options. F10 is delete. F9 is search. F12 is to proceed. F11 is to go back. I use the function keys more than I've ever had to in anything else in my entire life. I literally only ever had to use function keys before whenever I needed to, like, print screen something. DOS. Yeah, exactly. And that is why people... I tell people who are coming on board who have never used it before that the highest barrier to entry with this job isn't necessarily like the intricacies of the hospital and the pharmacy or whatever. It's learning Meditech, because nobody knows how to use DOS systems. Let's go over here. It's been a minute since I used DOS. Make it longer, dude. There's no reason for you to use it. DOS is terrible. Should have died in the 80s. Yeah, mouse use was killer. I ended up using my left hand for the mouse at work. Got pretty good with it. Let's see. Keep going this way. Go up. Fuck all y'all skeletons. Yeah, this is it. Alright. Oh, sweet. Got one more. And a mana prism. And I think that is it. Let's go take on this one last boss. Holy shit. Up and around. and then down. Whee! Wow, all you guys die so easily. Alright, here. Up. Past all these motherfuckers. Ow. No, that is not where I need to go. This is where I need to go. Save. I am level 38 right now. I've got all the thingies. I should be pretty good. I should be in good shape. Raise that lightsaber, thank you. Let's go ahead and fill out this part of the map. How much does that get me? 97.9. Sounds like a fucking radio station.
You're too late, Soma. Dracula's power is already in my grasp.
Dracula's power doesn't concern me. I came here to find a way out of this castle.
With my new abilities, I can get you out of here quite easily. You, however, have some property of mine in your possession. The souls of my demons are under your control. Can I forgive such a crime? No, never.
If I knew how, I'd return them all to you right here and now.
Even if you return them, you have still committed the crime of stealing. Don't you know that? It's only right that thieves receive the punishment they deserve.
You are the one selfish bastard.
You're guilty of grand theft, therefore I sentence you to death.
I shall say goodnight here. We'll see you later, Ty.
So long, Bowser.
You're insane.
And as a special treat, I myself will deliver the punishment.
Oh no, Graham. Not graham cracker.
I can't believe it. I haven't lost yet. You still don't have Dracula's power. I'll show you.
Uh-oh. The fuck is this thing?
That's not... No!
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown is the game you were talking about before, Chill. Have you watched gameplay of it or a trailer or anything? Because it sounds really cool. The magical powers he absorbed have abandoned him. The castle is weak now. The portal to the world should be opening. To your world should be opening. Looks different. Not sure who this is for, but it might be fun. They pull it off well. So, what should I do? Order the castle to open the portal. It has felt your power and may obey. Alright. I'll give it a try. I command you to open! Return all of us living beings to where we came from! Nothing happened. You're wrong. The fabric of space is beginning to tear. Have we returned? Yes. No mistake. We made it home. Excellent. You've done well. What happened to the others? No need to worry about them. They'll be here soon enough. And the castle? Is the castle still in the eclipse? Yes. It awaits the coming of its new master. Someday, someone will assume the form of Dracula again. When that time will be, I do not know. What's wrong, Soma? We've made it back home. Why the sad face? I feel like the castle is still calling out to me. Maybe the castle is where I truly belong? You're imagining things. We just escaped from there. You're home. Yeah. I hope it's just my imagination. If you're ever summoned by the castle again, you can deal with it then. For now, you should rest. Yeah. You're right. Yes. Well, that's not right. If you come across a black door below the boss area that just throws you out, you need to equip certain souls. Remember the book that you were collecting? There's 3 of them, blah blah blah. To get through the black door, you need to figure out what souls the description's booked. After the grand fight, the game will continue. Wait. Oh, god damn it! I didn't have... Oh, fuck. That's why. No, the game's not over. Shit. Glad I saved. I just realized I don't have the right souls equipped. That was the okay ending. I had Skola equipped and not Succubus. Okay. Now we're gonna go attack Graham, and there should be a different thing. It's like in Baldur's Gate 3 when you can choose to have Gale blow himself up in Act 2, and you do that and the credits just roll. Basically. Okay, be all whatever. Like, well, you chose it. Flame Demon, Giant Bat, Succubus. Okay. This should be no problem. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna turn into a thing. Blah, blah, blah. This cannot be. Blah, blah, blah. What's this? Whoa, something is flowing into me. No! Wait! Please! Stop! No! And now I'm Darkula. Oh shit, it's Mario Paint!
Finally, I clearly understand everything. I am Dracula. This is like a bad joke. Come on out, Arcado. I know you're here. Why did you force me to awaken? I was just fine as I was.
Yes, you weren't supposed to come to this castle in the first place.
Then why did you make me come here?
Your soul and Dracula's magical powers are one and the same. No matter what we did, this day was destined to come.
What did you make me come?
That being so, I decided to awaken you somewhere I could use my powers.
Huh? What do you mean? I don't understand.
Because you are now one with him. An evil spirit must be flowing into you.
Yes, it started not too long ago, and it's slowly filling me up. I'm doing all that I can to keep from being consumed by it.
Once you have finished absorbing all of it, his powers will be yours. You will then become the evil Count. I do not want to let that happen.
Neither do I.
I know. That is why I chose the dangerous route.
The dangerous route?
The evil in this spirit comes from those who see chaos and destruction. So we need to cut off the source of this chaos influencing the spirit.
Is that possible?
This castle is a product of Dracula's magic. It's a spiritual world. My point is this. A stream of chaos exists within the castle as well. There's a place where only you, Dracula, can go. That's where the chaos is.
I'll go. I'm not afraid. But what do I do once I get there?
You'll have to stop it using your own strength. You already succeeded in reaching the throne. I'm sure you can do it.
If it will make me myself again, I'll do whatever it takes.
As long as my powers continue to affect this place, the flow of the evil spirit into you will be slowed down. Go, quickly!
I'm going. I appreciate your help.
That's a pretty solid snake voice. What's this? Black Panther, generate shockwaves while you dash. And Dracula's tunic! Da-da-da-da-da, defense goes down, but everything goes up. We're gonna be Dracula. I should have said it. I should have said it like that. Damn. Okay. I know it's past the time before we're supposed to call it quits, but we are super close to beating this game completely. So I am going to quickly go to the last boss fight. Hopefully I don't need to do it multiple times. If I do, I'm just going to call it quits, and then we're going to start at the very end here. And then after we beat it, we'll go into Dracula X. We are at the tail end of the Advanced Collection, y'all. We're super close to beating this. Castle turns upside down. No! Okay. What the fuck was that? Little boy just made a weird, like, coyote sound. We're right here, buddy. Mom will be right back. .2. You almost got a body temperature. We're so close. I'm so goddamn powerful. Look at me just go through and rip all these guys apart like a wet tissue. Wee wee. Oh, she went the other way. Okay, over here and then save. Oh my god, I remember at work when the HR manager would go through the office literally dual-wielding infrared thermometers. Oh my god, right? Like, that was a time in COVID history when people would just, like... At my hospital, we had what I called Checkpoint Charlie. And you had to have somebody sitting there at all times that would take people's thermometer or temperatures with the forehead thermometer laser gun, and in order to go to work you had to make sure that your temperature was normal. If any of us registered over 99.5 on both thermometers, she sent us home. Yeah, absolutely crazy. Like, that's the kind of shit that's like, if you lived through the pandemic, you relate. If you didn't, it sounds crazy. Honestly, living through the pandemic in of itself was a very harrowing and crazy experience. So, yeah. Pretty fucking crazy. Pretty goddamn crazy. Fuck you, devil. So the funny thing is my boss at the time rode a motorbike, and so his forehead would be super cold by the time he got to the office and would register at 75 and say, oh yeah, okay, you're good. Ugh. Yeah, see, that's the thing about thermometers is people understood when thermometers read too high, but they didn't know what too low meant. There was a time where I registered below 90 myself, and even though the person that was taking my temperature worked in a hospital, they didn't even bat an eye. They just said, oh, you're below 100, you're good. Like, that was it. That was all that they needed, was below a number. But they didn't see somebody below 90 as being also a medical emergency. Kind of funny. But also, maybe they understood that people had things going on in their lives that would make them read a different temperature, but... coming from a place like your workplace space, and they would see things like that and be like, yeah, you're good, is a little bit more disconcerting, but understandable, I guess. Yeah, he's telling you about it. how do we get over there? We need to replace those sliding doors with, like, real doors. Like...
No, I replaced real doors with these sliding doors because the real doors open up and we walk this entire fucking hallway because they're so massive.
Oh, true.
This was the better replacement.
Well, looks like...
I could at least get all of the ones that I saw are like $700.
Not in this house. Maybe in whatever house we move into, that's going to be maybe our forever house, but not this house. I think the improvements that we have done with this house are already way more than the last couple of tenants have done. Especially if we do something with the bathroom before we leave, or the kitchen before we leave. We did all new siding and windows. We've improved on other things. Well, we've also painted all the walls and scraped the ceilings. That's a pretty big one. More. More! I feel like most iconic set piece in Castlevania is the gear platform. Yeah, I agree. You don't really see it in other games. And it's pretty much in every single Castlevania since Symphony of the Night. Not there. But up here, and over here, and up here. Is that gonna get me over to where I need to be? This is my least favorite area of this castle. Figuring out this stupid, disjointed square room bullshit. Is this it? This is it. Sweet. Alright. Save in here. Hurrah! Bye, skeleton. Ow. And the thing just lifts up. Stop!
Julius? So, you were the one. I didn't want to believe it was true. It's true. I'm Dracula. But I'm not what you think I am. I must destroy Dracula at any cost. That's my destiny. No! Wait! I don't want to fight against you. Nothing you can say will stop me. Prepare to die.
Yep. I only needed to equip that stuff at the other fight. Now I don't need to, but also, yeah, I've still got it equipped. Come on, buddy Belmont, just die. How much health do you have? Come on. Oh, come on! What am I at? 98.3. Okay. It is almost 9 o'clock. I didn't realize that we were going to have a Belmont fight before this, so we're just going to finish this up on the next go-round. We're nearly there. We'll just call the next one the finale and then go right into Dracula X. Thank you guys for joining me on this fun Dracula adventure. Mom, the Belmonts are fighting. But yeah, we'll finish it up. And then it'll be a stream of just Dracula X. And then that'll be it. Pretty much. It's just going to be next stream and then the advanced collection is done. And then we'll be starting on the next Castlevania, which will be Castlevania 64. So get excited for that. I know I am. I'm excited to play a 3D Castlevania, even if it's N64 jank. So until next time, night-night, guys. Don't let them vampires bite. We'll see y'all later.